Big Brother. Charlie, it's back. I'm hyped. Celebrity Big Brother. We are here. We are going. If this is your first time tuning in to one of our Big Brother podcasts, please make sure you leave a like, subscribe. I will give you the whole spiel again, but we will be back. We will be doing breaking news stuff. We're going to be keeping up with feeds. We're going to be doing all sorts of stuff. And I got to say, unlike wrestling, Charlie, I definitely never was at risk of falling asleep in the middle of the show.
That is a fact. You are not wrong. Wrestling can, yeah.
So Big Brother, there's been Celebrity Big Brother. They've been doing it, Celebrity Big Brother in the UK for quite some time, right?
Yeah. It plays out.
Finally brought it to the US. Melissa, welcome in the chat. Hello, everyone. By the way, this is going to be, if you are unfamiliar with our Big Brother podcast, we highly encourage interaction. Literally, last season of Big Brother, we had a couple episodes where we were just following the feeds along, and people were hopping in the chat and just talking, and we talked just BS with people for 30 minutes. It's great. So I'm excited. So let's get started with the episode recap. If you hop into chat, just talk with us, man. Also, the beard, I apologize, it's out of control. Oh my God, I'm watching the podcast. I got it pulled up, but the hair is crazy. I've been yanking on the hair. I can tell you have too. It's been a crazy night. Hello, New York. Hello. Welcome. Hold on, let me hit you back with the heart. I heard all you guys. I'm cat thumbs in chat, by the way. So let's get started. Let's just do a quick little cast breakdown. So here are our 11 cast members for Celebrity Big Brother US. We have Omarosa. Her last name is Manigault. I guess you pronounce it. I'm not familiar with her, but I hate politics. We'll talk about that a little later. We have Shannon Elizabeth, Brandy Glanville, Meta World Peace, James Maslow, Chuck Liddell, Ariadna Gutierrez, Keisha Knight Pulliam, Mark McGrath, Ross Matthews, Marissa Jarrett Winokur. Is that all of them?
Yep.
Oh, and yeah, that's all of them. All right, cool. So that's our list of guys. We got a bunch of people here. Robert Abrams says, can't hear you. Try refreshing.
Might help.
Yeah, but refreshing. Melissa said, who are your top three? We're going to give you all top 11 down to 1. I already made my list. So excited to chat Big Brother again. So am I, man. I'm so happy. Science gal. New York says Team Omarosa. Shannon is a good one. Justin says, Justin, I agree. And we will go on our list. Barry says, yes, we're back. I know. I'm so excited. All right. So
3 weeks.
Started by introducing some of the people. I'm trying to think of who the first 5 would. Mark McGrath. So Mark, Meta.
Who did you know before this?
Okay. Before the season, the people that I knew, Meta World Peace,
Yep.
Chuck Liddell,
same.
Mark McGrath.
Did not know him.
And that's it. Those are the only people I knew.
Okay, I knew those 2, Shannon Elizabeth and James Maslow. Those are the only 4 I knew.
And I've seen Marissa before because I'm a music teacher, so I've seen Broadway productions, stuff like that. So I have seen her perform Broadway stuff, but I didn't know her by name specifically. Like I've seen Ross Matthews around, and I have seen Omarosa. Like those are people that I have seen, but I didn't really know them too much. I know the Big Time Rush guy is your boy, right?
Gotta go James, man.
James. Justin says in Team Amazing Race. What's the name of the guy from Big Time Rush? That is James. That's Charlie's guy. Gotta say, I'm not too familiar with Big Time Rush. Is not my thing. It's definitely more Charlie's thing, and I think Sugar Ray is definitely more my thing and not Charlie's thing.
There you go.
So I'm gonna say, as far as James and Mark, Charlie and I have 2 totally different tastes in music when it comes to that. Didn't know the boy band person. Yes, we didn't know James. So let's quickly let's just go through our lists of people, right? And I will be typing it into Excel as we go, similar to when we do our football podcast, if you ever watched those. So at number 11, who did you have ranked as the absolute worst person on your list, Charlie?
It had to be that Marissa. I was not. I feel like she's gonna come off as annoying. If she came off annoying, like if that quick to the audience, no way she's got. I'd color me shocked. I'd be shocked.
I put little notes next to each and every person in these, and some of them, like Marissa, I put she's a big girl, so she could be targeted, especially since these are all celebrities, the beautiful people, whatever. I said so she could go early, but I thought she was smart, so I could definitely see how you consider her annoying. Easily the most useless person in this house this season. Brandy sucks. She is awful. All right, I'm gonna tell you right now. Brandy is the only person that I literally saw her. I don't know. The fact that her fame is, what is she, Real Housewives of something?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, man. I got it, dude. She's awful. Literally, okay.
I thought her James was funny.
Next to each and every person, like I said, Brandy, I literally just wrote, sucks. He's just...
James,
not a big fan. Yeah, we'll talk about Paul and the performances as we go. But right now, we're just going to talk about the house guest real quick. All right. So we'll go a little serpentine here. So at number 10, I had your boy James, for the simple fact, and these are not necessarily who we like. I ranked mine based on how I thought they were going to do in the game. I thought that Brandy just has no shot at winning the game personally, but you never know. James, I think. He is very into himself. James is very, very.
That's how his character was on Big Time Rush.
Was it really?
Yeah.
He is very, very into himself and telling people how great he is, and that is gonna rub people the wrong way. You think he's gonna get along well with a chill guy like Chuck Liddell?
I mean, the bros.
Chuck Liddell is chill with a temper. Who do you have at number 10?
At number 10, I had Ross.
Ross, really? So what do you get against Ross, man?
Oh, I did my ranks based on who I think is going to do the best, as well as who I kind of found entertaining. I definitely put entertaining in an aspect. So some of mine might be a little rated higher.
Because we're rooting for a good season. We're not.
That's how we always do it. I mix with entertaining and who I think is going to do the best. And I put Ross at 10. Just he was already kind of given like the stink eye, I thought. And yeah. I don't know.
Barry said Brandy's good TV. I'll agree with that. I mean, Melissa said Brandy was already lit right after entering.
Yeah. Jade said
that's literally her whole shtick is that she's drunk all the time, I think. I think that's her thing.
Think they'll give them more alcohol in Celebrity compared to normal?
I think so. I think they will, yeah.
I can see it.
Although, Chuck Liddell, literally his hands are registered as weapons. So you don't want to give that man too much. All right, who'd you have at 9?
Hey, Keisha. I didn't even really realize she was on the show, to be honest.
I had her ranked kind of high, and I'll kind of tell you why after. So at number 9, I had Omarosa. She is fantastic TV. It's obvious that it's going to center around her, but man, she's going to piss some people off real quick. They are going to turn on her like that.
True.
That's just how I feel. So, and then at what will we be on? 8. At number 8, I had Marissa. So we both have her near the bottom, but I don't know. I think she's friendly and everything. I think that she she gets in with the right people. She could be that person that gets in an alliance, and then later on in the game, when the top people start getting picked off, she just ends up in the top 3.
True. Number 8, I had Chuck. I feel like he'll be chill, but he's gonna be a pretty big target. Probably
you take one look at him, and he's a target, right?
Me.
Omarosa is gonna try to be the Paul of this season, I think, says Barry. Yeah. James is gonna go the Cody route. I can see it. I'm sad this season's gonna be so short. Yeah, but it's not meant to be a season on. I mean, it is, but it's not meant to be like a season on its own. And it's kind of just like whetting the appetite, hopefully bringing people back for the summer.
True.
That's kind of how I saw it. Who do you have at number 7?
7, I had Omarosa. I think she'll do well. I mean, as we saw tonight. How random was it that she got the number? But they do that every year. They might as well do it in Celebrity Big Brother too. Give it to the most popular person. Keep them there for a week.
It's true.
But yeah, 7 right down the middle. Feel like she'll be all right.
Cody and Jess agreed. Flamer says hi. Hello, Flamer.
Oh man, Flamer the GOAT.
Flamer's the GOAT, man. At number 7, I had Meta World Peace. I think he's a little socially awkward.
He did come off like that, actually. Yeah,
he's always been that awkward. Like he obviously thinks different than everyone else. The way he seems so. You know how, like, every time people have, like, a very high IQ, they always seem a little different? Like, that's the way he comes across to me. Like, he thinks different than everyone else, and people aren't going to understand him as well, so I think that could lead to him kind of being on the outs. And then at number 6, I had Chuck. So, once again, I think he's going to get along well with people, but a little too aggressive. I think he has a tendency to be a little aggressive.
Nice. 6, I had Mark.
Mark, nice.
Yeah. He seems all right.
Mark was my boy last season. He let me down, so I can't put all my eggs in another Mark basket.
Yeah, there you
go. And then who'd you have at 5?
5, I had Brandy.
Brandy?
I think she'll be a lot of fun.
Is it with an I or a Y? I think it's an I. That's what I thought. Okay.
I thought it was with Y. I wrote Y at first. And I looked it up. I. So
good.
I think she'll be fun to watch.
My name.
There you go.
At 5, I had Ariadna. I think she's going to just slip through the cracks. I think she's beautiful, and I think that is just she's set up well for a game.
There you go.
You can talk more when we get to her. And then at 4, I had Keisha. So this is one where we disagreed on quite a bit. You had her at 9. I think we talk about it every year. The person who goes in there and wants to cook for everyone. Very underrated. Very underrated. People want to keep the cook around.
True.
Especially celebrities that are used to people cooking for them all the time.
Hey, true. At 4, I had Meta World Peace. I'll always remember him as when he was Ron Artest and
he jumped in the crowd and punched people in the face.
Punching the Pistons fan. I remember watching that. Yep.
He will never live it down.
Nope.
Which those of you that don't follow sports or whatever, Meta World Peace, back when he was Ron Artest, he was known as like this super just. I don't want to use the word thug because let's be honest, it has different meaning in 2018. But he was just known as like the tough guy that he was like the enforcer in hockey.
The mean dude.
And he got like a drink thrown on him, I think it was.
It was a whole.
It was a whole thing.
Go look up Ron Artest Pistons, and it's like
he ran into the stands and just started punching a fan.
Dude, he put him on the floor.
Crazy.
A couple swings.
Shannon has a high IQ also. I'm rooting for James. Kat says me too. St. John's University. Nice. Wait, did I miss one?
No.
What's your next one?
What was your 4?
Who do you have above Meta? I had Keisha at 4.
At 3, I had Ariadna. I think she has a good chance at going Megalodon far. So
you and your Megalodon, man. All right, at number 3, I had Mark. So it's kind of funny. I think we had the same person at least at 1 or 2. But I think Mark's just going to get along well with everyone. When you're in he even said it during his interview. When you are in the music industry for that long and you have sustained success, especially when he was named like hottest, what did he say? Like hottest
something, yeah,
rocker of 1998 or something. When you get to that level of fame in the music industry and people still universally like you, I think it speaks volumes. So, yeah. And then at number 2, I had Ross. I really think Ross is going to go far.
Our 2s and 10s are reversed. At number 2, I had James.
Okay.
Pre-show, I was hoping we'd see James and Shannon work together. I really like those 2.
And then at number 1, we agree, Shannon.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I told you I was messaging Charlie. We have a Facebook chat, and which, by the way, I think I might do like I might set up like a Visokii Entertainment like a Discord chat. So if you guys are interested in me making a Discord, so we can all chat during the show and stuff, if you guys want to do that, we can. Just let me know. And by the way, make sure you tweet at us at Visokii Tweets. We did a little bit of an overhaul in the middle of last Big Brother season, and it worked pretty well. So, but yeah, Shannon's got it all, man. The reason I put Shannon and Ross, they are both super fans. I think Shannon is very, very smart. I think that Ross will fit in well with the women. That's going to be the first one. Let's be honest, stereotypical. The gay guy is always the one that the women are going to pull in first. So if the women stick together, they're going to pull Ross in. That's why I had Shannon and Ross 1 and 2. It's similar to you were hoping that James and Shannon would work together, and they might. You never know.
Yeah.
I
first heard of her. Oh, I've seen the movies, but I knew she was a Big Brother fan when she was on Dick at Night with Evil Dick. And I was like, holy hell, this is awesome. Because he brings on celebrities on his show, and she knows the game so well. And when I saw her announced, I knew how big of a fan she was. So I was like, yo, I got to root for her. And then I saw James announce. I was like, all right, these are my two. And honestly, I think the way they might have played tonight, it might have, sometimes you got to start out in hot water.
James has got to get through the first week, and then
you got to start out in hot water. And sometimes winning the first HOH goes great. So
yeah, I just thought that was so funny that I had Shannon as my number 1. Then all of a sudden she wins HOH. I was like, this is gonna look biased as hell on the podcast, but
of course,
literally, I was like, dude, that's awesome that she happened to win. But we will talk about the twist later on. So let's go back to the beginning of the episode first. The first little bit of dissension we saw was between James and Brandy. Brandy probably had some booze in her, which like we said, is apparently her thing. And she was going after – she really wanted to ask Mark about music tips and stuff like that. And let me be honest, man, the cringe. If you don't know, my job is a music teacher, and that's what I do is teach people to sing. And she was like, can you teach people to sing? I'm like screaming at my TV. I'm like, yes, literally you can. And the fact that I'm sorry, but James and Mark, neither of them have a degree in vocal coaching. They can go based on their own experiences. But James was saying something. He was correct when he said it's all about the breath. But then he said it's like breathing with more air. And then Mark said something about I use my speaking voice with a little extra something. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, man. It's driving me crazy. I think I might end up hating both of them at the end of the season. But it's just one of those things. It's like if you know something, if you know a lot about one topic, and then you happen to hear other people that don't know a lot about the topic, but they think they do because – and most people would assume that Mark McGrath and James, whatever his last name is, that those two would know a lot about vocal coaching and how to get better at singing and stuff. But, I mean, a lot. Who knows? They've had vocal coaches as they go, but you don't learn to become a vocal coach through singing. So Barry says, who do you think is going to get the twist and take HOH? We'll talk about that. We got to get there, man. We got to build it up. We got to tease it. We got to fondle it a little bit, So
oh my God.
What do you think about Brandy and James being at each other's throats?
I thought that was a great way to start the season. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little worried. I was like, is this, if being celebrity, are they gonna argue? Are there gonna be fights, yelling? I was like, are they gonna keep it really PC, chill?
I think they'll get in fights until Chuck Liddell comes storming through a door until Chuck Liddell rips a door off its hinges and punches the glass slider out. Then everyone's chilling out. So I agree, though. It's a good way. They started the season off right. So we get to the first HOH competition.
Do you imagine Chuck Liddell laying out Ross?
Oh, son of a bitch. No, James. Poor little James. Just.
Oh, my.
They must have had Chuck Liddell sign a waiver or something. Be like, dude,
Oh, he said he's like, yeah, I'm seen as a tough guy, but I'm really chill. Let me tell you something, brother. WWE Hulk vibe from him. Kind of like it.
It's awesome. So we had the first HOH competition. A couple of people that are off first are Melissa, I believe, is off first, followed by one of the guys. Meta World Peace fell pretty quickly. I mean, for an athlete, he fell pretty quick. But then again, bigger people always have an issue. I mean, the dude literally doesn't have a bed that's long enough. I know the feeling. So that was me in college with my twin bed that they gave me freshman year.
What'd you? Something I want to take note of: the people that they brought back. So
yeah, so they had an opening performance, in which people fell, and it was all, none of it was performed live. It was obvious that it was all pre-recorded, but because there were plenty of effects on like Paul and Rachel's voice. But they brought back Paul, they brought back Rachel,
which Rachel has been one of their faces.
Yeah. Did they actually bring back Cody and Jessica and
Jody?
Jesse?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jody and Jesse, yeah. So it looks like you always see this in seasons, right? They kind of like to bring their faces of their show. And
hello, Swoopty. Welcome. Finally a Big Brother podcast. Yes.
Yes. Definitely for the next few weeks here.
Yes.
Then, but it looks like we've had an idea that Paul was going to be one of their big faces for now on. And we've known Rachel, and they like to bring in Jody instead of like Glenn or Cameron. You notice how it's always Jody. And then it seems like from last year, it's going to be Jessica and Cody. That are their faces they keep bringing back, which we knew that instead of the winner, it's like if you're the face of the show, they'll bring you back. If they like it, they'll bring you back. So
this last cast from this past summer is the only cast that I've ever seen that doesn't actually like iron out their issues. Like they are still going at it on Twitter. Like Mark and Elena fight with everybody on Twitter. You should go follow their Twitter. It's pretty hilarious.
True.
How much the Marlena fam fights with people.
Yes, Brandy was on Celebrity Big Brother UK.
Okay. Wait.
That show there's not really it's different. It's all fan voting. This they vote inside to evict themselves.
Oh, okay. A couple things. Put some stuff in chat if you want us to talk about, by the way. Any questions for us? I love answering questions. Barry says, I was Paul's biggest fan of BB 18 and 19. I cried when he lost in 19. It was if you were a big fan of Paul, especially 19, watching that breakdown. For me, I hated Paul by the end of the season. So it was hilarious watching him. Not again. But that's one of the biggest moments in Big Brother history.
Yeah, I definitely, looking back, the guy just controlled the entire season. So the fact that he lost to someone who really did nothing, I mean, that sucks. It really sucks that he lost like that. But, I mean, hey, it's pretty crazy.
Is what it is, man.
But you'll definitely – this is going to continue the streak of him being on seasons. He's going to be on here doing little things there, here and there.
Yeah, because either way, like, people either love or hate Paul. Mm-hmm. So having him on there is always a good decision on CBS's part. So Kat says, love when Paul lost. Swifty says, the fan in me wants Chuck to win. Agreed. If there was a person, if I had to rank them on who I'm rooting for, I would probably say I'm rooting for Chuck number 1, probably Shannon 2, Ross 3. I always got to root for super fans and just people that I really like. Chuck Liddell is one of the people, he said he's one of the reasons that UFC really took off. Chuck Liddell literally was the catalyst for why I started liking UFC. You had the Chuck Liddells and the Anderson Silvas and the Matt Hughes of the world, and then Brock Lesnar went from WWE into UFC, and I got even more hyped about it. So Barry says, are you guys doing Survivor? Because right when this ends, Survivor's going to start, I'm pretty sure. Charlie, I'll say right now, man, let's do Survivor. Wait, can I watch it on CBS Live?
Should be able to.
All right. If I can do it on the app, I will absolutely start watching.
Sure. Yeah, so I watched a decent amount of the last one. It's an easy watch. So it's easy to watch and talk about.
As I support covering Survivor too. All right, well, there's two people. There's 2 people that wants to do it. We can at least get 2 viewers. By the way, share this podcast, please. If you guys have like Facebook groups, I know it's like the old person thing now, I guess. That's what my middle schoolers tell me. Facebook's for old people. But if you have a Facebook group, if you got a Reddit group, if you got, I don't know, a gaming group or something that you're in, please share this podcast for anyone that that would
Vegan
like
recipe food.
to watch Big Brother, because this is the stuff that we really like. My top 3 for sure. Science says Ross is awesome too. Yeah, I think Ross should be just fine, especially since he showed today that he's not completely useless in comps. That'll really go a long way for him. So anyway, it comes down to James and Shannon, which you can tell who's going to do well in the competitions if you look closely enough based on the editing of CBS. We knew that James was probably going to do well because he was the one getting in all it was very centered around James. So James comes in the final 2 with Shannon. The girls had already, so Shannon, Omarosa, Marissa, and who? Oh, Ariadna. The 4 of them got together and talked about making a all-girls alliance. And who were the 2 that knew each other? Shannon and Marissa?
Yes.
So those 2 knew each other. So those 2 are going to be ride or die, okay? Instantly, they knew each other before, and it looks like Chuck Liddell and Meta World Peace also knew each other beforehand. So I would say those 2 pairs are probably going to be working together. Obviously, I'm Team Chuck and Meta, but I like Shannon and Marissa as well. So those 2 teams I can get behind. But Shannon was trying to win it for that 4-girl alliance in order to put up 2 guys, and they said they wanted to put up strong guys. So if this stands, I see it probably being something along the lines of like James and Chuck or James and Meta. But I guess we'll see. But in case you guys didn't see at the end, we have a 3-night premiere special. So tomorrow night, Thursday night at I think it was 8, right? Is gonna be the part 2. They're gonna talk about the twist, which we're gonna touch on in just a second. And then on Friday night, we're gonna get the POV and the live eviction, right?
That'll be cool. That'll be cool.
At 9 o'clock. So Duke of Derp says, "Suh, dudes. Suh." Darling says, "Hi." Hello, darling. So let's talk about the twist, Charlie. So as the HOH competition was ending, keep in mind, this is 3 weeks. Julie Chen says we are guaranteed to evict multiple people every week, which obviously there's 3 weeks, so that's going to happen. As they were leaving the HOH competition, they all grabbed like a gift bag. And in each of the gift bags is like some Big Brother merch, except for one of them, or at least one. She didn't say it was limited to one. She said in at least one of them there is a new power in which you can use it and overthrow the current HOH and become HOH yourself for the week. Now, keep in mind it would follow regular HOH rules, I'm assuming, to where you couldn't become HOH the next week. So that's still a big decision. But if someone this week like James were to get it, then it would be a huge turn of events, right?
Yeah, for sure. It doesn't seem like a crazy overpowering twist this early, as long as there's something where the HOH can't go home. But if she can go home, theoretically that could be nuts.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot.
I'm not too big on like twists, but man, as long as it's not crazy overpowering, like we've seen in the past.
Coup d'etat every week.
Yeah.
I mean, this is going to be a sprint. Usually Big Brother is very drawn out, and, there are a lot of weeks where we already know what's going to happen because we can follow the feeds. Literally, this is going to be one where it doesn't matter if you're following the feeds or not. This is going to be so fast-paced that you just got to go. Like, it's going to be crazy, crazy. Coleman says, I haven't watched you guys since season 19 finale. Great to see you again. Great to see you as well, Coleman. I welcome you back. Make sure you guys re-click the bell so you know when we go live and stuff. That way, I mean, we still will be doing our wrestling podcasts and stuff. So if you've never checked out WWE before, maybe those podcasts will get you to tune into USA on Monday or Tuesday nights at some point. But I think Big Brother, a lot of you guys, we got 17 watching now, which is fantastic. I really want to make sure you guys get back into the swing, make this our go-to chat spot. Kat says, are you guys watching feeds? I probably won't be watching feeds tonight because I got to do surgery on some sound files, I got to go in and turn some stuff into MP3s and go into Audacity, blah, blah, blah.
Ah, the fun stuff.
Barry says, what's going on in the feeds right now? Charlie, are you pulling it up? Or
They'll probably be watched on weekends, to be honest. I mean, just be easier. But then again, beginning of the weeks, maybe. I don't know. You'll have to play it by ear. This is during the school year. It's different now compared to
yeah, during the summer we got more free time. You can think about it. I'm a teacher. Charlie's a student right now, so summers are a little easier for us. That's why I can, we can go live with these live updates for the feeds and stuff. And Thomas, hello. But yeah, this season looks exciting. I'm hyped for it. I'm hashtag Team Shannon, Team Chuck. The only person that I really just am not a fan of right now is Brandy. And honestly, I personally don't like politics all that much. I'm really just not into it. So I'm not going to be the biggest Omarosa fan as well. I don't even know which way she sides. She was in the she was on the Trump council, right? So she's probably a Republican, but I don't know. Personally, I don't care.
Trying to be like crazy political in the game, so it could be fun.
Yeah, it's a politician thing. So, Barry says Team James. Yeah, right now, guys, I want to see you guys. Actually, don't comment in the live chat. Wait till this goes offline. Come back to the video and put in the comments, and especially if you're watching this back after, put in the comments your pick right now. Only one name. Who you think is going to win Celebrity Big Brother, the first ever U.S. Celebrity Big Brother? Charlie, if you had to pick someone, who is it? I'm
going to go with my gut and say Shannon. It seems like so biased because she won tonight, but
I know.
That
was my gut as well. I'll go off the cuff. I'll say Ross.
There you go.
He was my number 2. I want to be a little different. My heart says Shannon, but I'll say Ross. Okay. So we've got a Shannon, a Ross. Barry's going James. He'll put it in the comments after. But yeah, that'll do for this first podcast. Some of these will be long, and if you guys don't have the feeds, this will be the place to go for like live evictions, and like if they're doing comps that go on late, because you never know. If I got nothing going on, I might stay up. I might give you guys some live updates, and especially when it comes for the new season of not Celebrity Big Brother, just regular Big Brother in the summer. We are we're definitely hamsters, that's for sure. So anyway, make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'm so glad that we're back. Make sure you click the bell so you know when we go live, the little notification button. And Garrett says hashtag Visokii for life. Agreed.
Agreed.
Anyway, until next time, guys. See ya.